Hello, do we have anyone there? I see we have one person. Hi, Leela.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so I will get started. How are you?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
I'm okay. Okay, so let's get started. So today we are, of course, talking about Moxi custom presentations. So can you see my screen, Leela?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Just me or there are other people too?
Just you.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I see you, but I didn't get to my. Uh,
Are you
oh
on
my God.
desk?
Yes. I can see you, but I didn't get to my desk. Do I need to get to my desk or no?
Not unless you want to follow along, but feel free to just take some notes.
Okay, so I will just. Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so of course I'm going right into Moxie here. And we spoke a little bit about Moxie last week, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So this is the dashboard.
Are you sure that it's only me? Because maybe the other people didn't write their names.
I can see, yeah, I can see everyone that's in this meeting, and it's just you and I.
Okay.
Okay. Um, for right now, then we have a
Oh,
guest.
there are some other people.
Yep. Okay. So back to Moxie. So here, so a custom presentation, Leela, is whatever you want it to be. If you want to enhance a seller's presentation or a buyer's presentation by adding any additional videos or PDFs or photos or creating a custom page. So the first thing that we'll do is hit create new.
Okay.
Okay, so if we are creating a presentation from scratch, we'll select non-listing presentation and select continue. So Moxie does take a little while. So if you find that you are creating this and it takes some time to pull up, that's just naturally how it happens. And if anyone that's on has any questions for me, feel free to try to chat me. I think I can get messages, but okay. So moving on. Again, we have a no template if we are creating from scratch, and then they have the default non-listing. So if you are creating something more branded to you and you do want to include a cover page and your agent profile that includes your bio, your website, and all your contact information, you can select this. But we are creating a presentation from scratch, so we will select no template and hit continue. Okay. So here's where we enter the name. You'll see prepared for only and not the listing source at the bottom, which you'll normally see if you're doing something listing related. It will have MRED down here, but because we're just creating this from scratch, we'll just type in who it is for. So Moxie present. Okay. You do have a character limit if you see that there. Then we'll hit create. Okay, so here we want to add a page and create new. So again, this is a custom presentation. So add a page, create new, and then you have two options to build a page and upload PDFs. So if you have your own like an agent brochure that maybe you have in PDF form, you can upload this. That way, I know a lot of agents maybe do like different events or speaking events or whatever you're doing out in the field, and maybe you have a PDF flyer for it, you can upload the PDF here, and it does upload 20 pages at one time maximum. Okay, so let's go to build a page. Now here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different templates to choose from. But I like to go with the blank template because you can build it out from there. But if you know already what you want, if you're adding maybe some listing photos, you can select whatever template works best for you and also build out from there. So we'll start from scratch and hit create new. So say, you create a custom Moxi presentation for a listing that you're doing or an open house that you may be doing for another agent. You can send out this Moxi presentation link for that custom listing. So that's just an idea. After people come to the open house and you have their information, you can email this out to them, including the property website, the property listing video, or whatever marketing you have for that listing. So we'll go through each of the fields here in terms of customization. So as a text option, it's very basic in terms of text. So if I know one agent was trying to create a cover sheet for a first-time home buyers event that he was doing. So if we do first-time home buyer event. So yes, this text looks a little boring. So you have the option to enlarge it, bold, italicize, and also change or add some additional coloring, center, and add any hyperlinks. So if you are emailing this out to anyone and you want to hyperlink anything in the field, you can. So this will be the title of our cover page here. So we'll make this a little bit larger. Okay, and then right over to the right, you see a plus sign. This is where you add the additional windows for the template. So if I click plus here, you can see the two different the modules. I have the option to go down to 1, and you can see them change here, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, and that's it. And then you also can change the size. Well, maybe not if you have 4, but say that we do 2 here and we want to make them even, and then we hit OK. So we already entered our text. So maybe we want to enter a photo for this event on the front page. We have a lot of photos in here because it's a shared account, but I'm not sure what kind of photo you would add. So let me go into my, so let's choose this photo here. Okay, let's add an additional image here. Nothing good in there. So this is assuming that you have, what am I looking for? That you have all of your photos already downloaded to your computer. Say we add this photo here. Now, again, my photos and content may not be relevant to a first-time home buyer event, but this goes for any event that you want to create or any cover page that you want to create. Do we have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. So still adding. This is taking abnormally long, so let me try that once more. Oh, here it is. Okay. So as you can see here, if you are adding photos, you want to make sure that your photos are somewhat the same size. If not, you can delete this field, add another, do one module, and then add a photo there. Okay, so can we delete this? Yes. I think. Okay, and then you have other options here to change the size of the photo or how it fits within the frame. And I don't really use these, but feel free to explore those. So we'll just work with this one photo up here, and now we can delete this module by clicking the delete item or the trash can. Okay, so now we want to add maybe another text field. You can include agent's name, contact, and phone number. So whatever text you want to add here. Okay, so that is the custom page that you can create. Again, these modules. So if you have 4 equally sized photos of maybe a property or whatever imagery you want to add, you can add them here. Okay. Delete. And then you go up here and save. Okay, and then also from this screen, most agents like to print some of their work. Oops, save some time, copy. I don't know what that means. So this print view looks a little odd, but we'll see how it looks once the presentation is complete. So once we save, we hit X. Oh, wait. Okay. So this space is still there. Okay, I'll get back to that. I want to delete this here. So, okay. So now we have our first page for the first time home buyers event. So now we want to create an additional page. And so maybe we have a page of a downloaded webinar that you've done in the past and you added it to YouTube. You can share all YouTube and Vimeo links within your Moxi presentation. You don't need to have it as an MP4 file. Or maybe you're sharing a video about the power of Caldwell Banker at home in Chicagoland. I have a few videos that we can upload. So we added the text, we added the images. So let's click on video. Again, your URL. I have 2 YouTube windows up, so I'll click here. And this is the new Guiding You Home commercial released last week. So this is a great video to include or commercial to include within your presentation, depending on what your presentation is about. But once we are ready to add a video to the presentation, we grab the URL at the top, right click, copy, and then we go right back to our Moxi presentation, hit paste and add. Okay. Now maybe we want to do 2 videos. Okay. So again, we hit add for our different modules. We go down to 1. And then we grab an at-home in Chicagoland video. This is a part of the Listing Concierge package. So this is a great marketing tool. If you do, and you should do, a Listing Concierge package, agents receive the feature for their home that will show up on the TV show. So if you're going on a listing presentation, you can include that feature of just you in that presentation. So you can show that client, if you are offering a listing concierge package, what they are to expect from the At Home in Chicagoland TV show. So again, we copy this YouTube link. We go back to Moxi Present, video, and hit paste and add. Okay. So maybe we want to share 2 videos in one module. We'll click add, and we want to make them equal size. If you choose, you can make one bigger than the other. So if you have a video here, you want to add a photo here. Yeah, let's do that. So again, with video, so let's grab another video. Let's go back. So we have a lot of great videos on the Caldwell Banker YouTube channel to share. Let's add this video here, the guiding you home behind the scenes. Again, we can grab the YouTube link, copy, back to Moxi, paste, and add. Okay. And so say we want to add an image to the right of that. Let's add our other image here and hit add. Okay. So this is all on one page. So then we hit save. TV videos. Okay. And then we hit X. All right. Now, also what you can add to Moxi presentations is your Caldwell Banker website. And it's called an iframe. So you can't iframe all websites, but for your InTouch website, you can most definitely add that to a presentation. So if you are going on a listing appointment, you can add that agent website instead of your agent profile. So your client or soon-to-be client can learn more about you. And if you are working with a buyer, you can add the search page from your InTouch website. So we'll add both of those. So we go to add a page, create new, build a page. And again, I like to use the first template and hit create. So this is where we create or select the more button. And you might want to take notes on this portion of the training. I do have a PDF step-by-step that I can send to you all as well. I just have to find it. But this is a more advanced toolbar. If you are into web coding, you can add a code or web code here. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so this globe here, you see it reads iframe. You want to select that. And so I have an agent's website, InTouch website here. So we want to grab the URL, right click to copy, back to Moxi Present. And we want to select, we want to paste the URL. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are these areas, the width, the height, the alignment, and the enable scroll bars. If you don't enter those correctly, your website will not work. So by default in the width box, we want to enter 100%. In the height box, by default, I've seen 400, 600, and it maybe 800 might be too big, but let's try it and see. Alignment, we want to select middle and enable scroll bars. This will allow your client to actively engage with your website right within the presentation. and then we hit OK. So if you see this is good. Then we go up here to save. And so you can type in your website domain or just your name and hit save. Okay. So if we see this is also a good sign. You can see that we can search the website. This agent doesn't have any communities added. This is a new page on the InTouch website, My Properties page, where they show your active listings and the office listings if you choose to show them on your website, and any recent sales. So if someone wanted to view this within the website, they could. Okay. So after we see the website, I always like to just save once more, and then we can hit exit. Okay. Now let's upload some PDFs. Any questions so far?
You know what? I got lost in this part where you put the width, height, adjust, middle,
Yeah.
and then there was what else?
Sure. So let's go back. Actually, we can go into edit. Let's select the iframe. Okay. So we paste the URL.
Yes.
Okay. Then width, we want to do 100%. You have to have the percent sign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then height, I entered 800. But you can enter, I would say enter either 400, 600, or 800. I entered 800. And then alignment, I chose middle. And then you want to enable the scroll bars. Okay.
Okay.
And then when you hit OK, you'll see the this iframe. Then you go into save. You enter the save name that you want it to read, and then you hit X. Okay. So now we're going to upload a few PDFs. We hit create new. Now upload PDFs. Now again, these Moxi custom presentations are great for anything, and that's why I like Moxi, because you can create a presentation to share on social media. You can create a presentation to show at an event that you're doing. And of course, it's always good for listings and buyers as well. So the options are endless with Moxi. So let's upload a PDF. So again, I mentioned you can upload. So if you have a PDF that's 10 pages or a document that's 10 pages, you can upload all 10. The maximum page limit is 20 pages here. Okay. Then we hit upload. So if you have a multi-page document, I've separated the document in the past and uploaded 12 or 10 pages here and maybe 12 pages there. Okay. So here is our PDF option. And even if you want to create a presentation using a lot of other PDFs that you have, and you want to print it off and use your own cover page, you can do that as well. Of course, you can't print off any videos or website, but you can upload a few PDFs that you might have for any events or whatever you're doing, and you can print that off. Okay, so just for reference, these Realsure flyers are available in touch. So I do get questions from agents on how to market themselves using different type of flyers. And this is one that's already done for you. So if you have an area that you're farming, you can send out these personalized letters for you right through In Touch. You can find that in your print marketing area. So we'll add another page, create new, upload PDF, choose file. I had something else. Here's another In Touch flyer. I'll add a few. So you can print these from In Touch and sit them maybe at your local library or any community events that you do in the area, and you can share these. Okay. Let's add one more PDF, create new, upload, choose file, and I have, okay, again, a revitalized flyer available to you in Touch and also branded for you. And if you do want to meet one-on-one to create your own Moxi presentation, I am definitely open to that. We will do a Teams meeting and you can share your screen with me, and I can walk you through the process. Okay, so let's say we want to add some Coldwell Banker branded pages. Add page, add from library. Okay, so these are your standard report pages that do come with a CMA. So if you are creating or a listing presentation or working with a special buyer, you can add these pages in here, but you won't need them because this is not an MLS driven presentation, but that's just for reference. Here to review my pages. So those PDFs that we uploaded here and here are available to you to use for future presentations. So you don't have to upload those PDFs every time you are looking to create a presentation. So if you're not at your home computer and you're in the office, you don't have to worry about looking for those pages, okay? And these are all pages that my teammates have added to this account that we share. So, and then also you can see the add and remove button. So if you do want to remove it from the presentation, you can go right back in the same way and add it back if you need to. So brokerage pages is where you will find all the Coldwell Banker related pages, miscellaneous presentation pages, listing concierge pages, national pre-listing, national sellers, and then you have you won't have all these markets, and then you'll have your Chicago specific pages. So national, of course, is more national Coldwell Banker, and locally is for Chicago. So, but these are all targeted towards buyers and sellers. But let's say we want to add, this is also targeted to sellers. I click on this. Okay, so say we want to add some Coldwell Banker affiliated pages. You can view the page before you add it. So if you are talking about the power of Coldwell Banker, Some of these pages are interactive because Moxi is a digital presentation. So tons of pages for you to add, okay? Okay, so we select back to our pages. So say this is a template that you use or a custom presentation that you use for events that you do monthly or quarterly, and you just may make small updates to it. You can save this as a template. So, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel to this presentation that you added. So with the websites and the videos, all of that will be here for you to use, add, or delete from, okay? So once we are ready to view and share our presentation, I don't recommend sending the presentation through Moxi directly. I've done that once in the past and I did not receive it, the presentation link, so I never did it again. I always recommend to agents to click view, click web, and share your presentation link this way, whether it's on Facebook or through an email, okay? So here are our pages. Again, these branded flyers, such as this page here, is available to you in InTouch. This is our, now I'm going to try to go back and see how I can delete that. I think I know how, but this is somewhat of a custom cover page or text page that we created. Adding our title here, photos, you're free to add as many as you want, and then some additional information here. CB videos, they play right within the presentation. And if you have not already, this is a great video to share on social media. Again, another video that plays right in the presentation.
Welcome to At Home in Chicagoland. Today we're taking you on an exclusive tour.
Okay. And another. Okay, and this is our photo here. And this is our agent's website, okay? Now, say I want to go back to, now if you are working with a buyer, this is the search page here on your InTouch website where your clients can search active MLS listings. And we'll go back and add this page to the presentation. So if you're working with a new buyer, this is a great way to engage your buyer, create a custom buyer's presentation for them, include the search page on your website so they can continue. And by default, your InTouch website only prompts you to look at two, or your viewer to look at two listings before they're prompted to register to your website. So if that new client, that new buyer client has not registered on your site, or you haven't entered him or her as a contact and InTouch to set them up on listing alerts, this is a great way for them to do that here, okay? So to add that search page only, you can go to search here, copy that URL, back to our Moxi presentation, add page, create new, build a page. Again, I like to use the first template, hit create, more, our iframe icon, paste. Again, always 100%. Let's do 800. alignment, middle, and enable scroll bars. Hit OK. Save, next. Search for homes. Save. And fingers crossed, everything works. All righty. And then we exit out. Okay. So that's adding that, just that homes page there if you are doing a buyer's presentation. This month, a few weeks ago, I've sent out emails with the Moxi buyer consultation and buyer tour presentation. Within Moxi, it is a webinar, very helpful and thorough. So definitely look at that. And then you can see how you can expand on that by adding some custom elements to that, such as your search page on your website. Again, we added a lot of digital features, but if you wanted to, you know, create a custom presentation that you can print off, you will select view and then the print option. Most of the pages won't show up because we do have some digital assets on it. So if you're creating maybe something for an area you farm, including these flyers, you can print those off. And this is the page where our videos are. And this is the website. So Moxi, to reiterate, is a digital presentation tool, but you can also utilize it as a print tool as well. Okay. And that is pretty much it. I am going to unshare my screen to see if anyone has any other questions for me during these last few minutes. If not, Leela, I think it's just you and I. Oh, Bertina's here. Any questions? No? Okay. So I'll end the meeting here, but if you do have any additional questions or anything that comes up, definitely feel free to email me. And I am going to search for that step-by-step Moxi handout, and I will send that to everyone. So thank you so much for joining. And we do have, or I do have, some additional trainings this week with those links that I shared today. And if you have any challenges with that, feel free to email me as well. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Leah.
Bye.
Bye.